So is it loading for you?
Yeah, it's all. I'm just getting in now. Alright, I am in. Took it long enough.
Yeah, you really deserve to drive the last, and I'm so proud of you. I don't even have words for it.
Oh, thanks.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You know, mildly triggered at, you know, our long day. But, hey.
How's your eye doing?
It's good. I mean, it was just, like, tearing a bunch, you know, but it's not as swollen, so, yeah, it's a little easier to see. Driving with two eyes is quite a luxury, I must say.
do you have a doctor which takes care of the problem?
I've got a paper towel that I can just wipe on it, and there you go. There's no more problem. No, if I have any issue like that, I just kind of like give it a few days. Pretty much everything goes away.
Okay, hitting now.
Alright. Last chance. Sure? Sure you want the
Yeah, I
stint?
wanna drive.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I really want to.
Alright.
You had your triple stint, I didn't have one, so I kinda have even the need to, like, I don't know, prove I can drive, or at least...
Oh, don't say that, because then you're gonna put it in the wall. You gotta just be like, just another stint, not like, don't worry, I won't get anything wrong.
2.9 seconds optionals.
Do it.
All the clouds I'm making here.
Car on the left. Clear.
Oops, off track. Good thing I just came out before the traffic.
Ah, the traffic's the fun part, come on.
Yeah, but not at this time, like, they're just the risk factor.
Yeah, I know. Fair point.
Lead is pitting now.
All we have to do is figure out how to cause a pile-up, and then we can get podium. Worth mentioning with the Ferrari dominance after the recent BOP is that the next back Porsche is 13 minutes behind us. So we're representing the Porsches.
Yeah, just imagine where we could have been.
If what? Without issues, or you mean with the Ferrari?
Well, just without your PC crash.
Yeah. Thanks, Discord.
And then without you getting killed for all.
Yeah. And without your pit limiter.
Yeah, well, just...
I think the pit
Even
limiter was
without
6 minutes, my computer crash is about 10 minutes, right?
I think the pit limiter was 4 minutes 30 seconds.
No, I think it was more.
Well, the towing time was 12 minutes, but we got a lap extra for it, so a lap is, let's say, 7:55.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean, because there's also the additional like pit lane time, and then it screws up the pit schedule. So,
Okay, you're right. It's a little bit hard to tell how much exactly it costs us.
Yeah.
But let's say something between 4 and 5 minutes, more like 5.
Yeah. 5 or 6. Either way, it's like, yeah. Even without that, like, if my computer crashed and we didn't have that happen, I mean, P3 is 6 minutes ahead. You know, we could still, my computer could have crashed and we could still be podium.
Yeah, what really fucked us was you getting killed, because this really fucked the car in a complicated way. I don't know how...
Not like too bad though, honestly. Like, I mean, I've been doing 754s with damage, you know, so it's like, yeah, the car's slower than it could be, but other than the like 1 or 2 Ferrari drivers, like not even their whole team, like our race pace is still pretty competitive.
Yeah, the thing was, like, somehow I had no confidence in the car, and this made me really cautious. And
well, those optionals really helped. Like before we did the optionals, it was a little sketchy.
so P4 is 3 minutes and 15 seconds ahead.
Yep.
Can you check on... Just a second.
Come on, Trading Banes.
Team number 122, how much damage is on the car?
Well, let me see.
They are P11 in GTE. Mats Torge.
Yeah, they're coming into the pits right now. Oddly enough, it's slightly hard to see just because Trading Paints is loading. I don't know. I mean, it's a little. I don't know. It's slightly mangled, but like not bad. P4 will have, well, and P3 will have an extra pit compared to us, so.
Yeah,
And
but
then
it doesn't help
NP6
us.
and P7, and yeah, unfortunately. But hey, maybe they'll somehow mess it up. Who knows?
We had the right strategy, like, this was the best thing to do with the Porsche.
Yeah, No, definitely was. I mean, I really don't think I was losing any pace by doing that small amount of fuel saving that I was doing. Like, it didn't really cost anything. I didn't have to save very much to get the extra lap, honestly. Well, we haven't been complaining about the car setup.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess, you know, we've been seemingly quite satisfied with the setup, which is good. Instead of like 2 hours in, we're just like, oh god, how are we gonna deal with this thing?
Well, Daniel's setup was wild. Like, you could even see from his lap how the car was just nuts.
Yeah, so much rake. It was the most sensitive steering and everything. I actually did a lap with it. I thought I'd die, but I somehow did a lap with it. But I was like, no.
Yeah, I don't know how we survived this race, and we wouldn't even have done so bad if not for the disconnect again. I really don't know what it is with this series. So much bad luck.
Yeah. I actually hope they do Winter VLN again. And I'd do GT3.
Do you ever get the slowdown in the Michael Schumacher S?
I mean, not
Today?
No, not. I've never gotten a slowdown today, but like, I mean, I know which one you're talking about. I've gotten that like in practice.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, those S's used to be a lot more difficult when I had more wing on the car. To take the wing off a little bit, and yeah, they're much easier. I'm watching on the chopper view right now, and it's pretty cool. I did this in VR once, it was trippy.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Right side. Clear on the right.
P4 in the pits, but it's probably regular.
Yeah, I think so. It's 6 laps into their stint. And they're back out already. 30-second stop.
How loud is my e-cigarette? Is it loud or is it like...
No, I actually
Okay.
haven't really heard it. I normally can hear it really loud, but I haven't really at all during this race.
Okay, because every time on this long straight I
You
smoked
hit it.
2 times. Yeah, I hit it 2 times. This turn 1, turn 2 combination is really so tricky.
I love it. I should remember the lap too. Like there was one lap I was like, that is exactly how to do it. Like I didn't like hit the traction control at all, like anything. Like I've gotten it like 98% right most of the time this race. But there's like one lap I was like, and I think it was lap 75 if I remember right. Or maybe that was just like a cool drift on 75.
I find this corner way easier in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
I know that there is a lot of time to gain, a lot of time. Sometimes I drive it and I'm almost a second up just from turn 1, turn 2. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened here?
No, I know what you mean. I mean, the Ferrari... I think, you know what, it sounds weird, but part of what I think that might be is the visibility. Like, there is better visibility in the Ferrari. Like, I noticed that at Road Atlanta with the Ferrari. I was like, oh my god, I could see the corners. Like, this is cool. Like, especially turn 1, like the blind, like, crest.
Did you do Petit Le Mans?
No. I wasn't around. Why am I eating a sugar cookie at 6:38 in the morning when I've been awake for like... Oh, but did I tell you that before the race I only slept an hour?
What the fuck?
I couldn't sleep. I could never sleep before a race. It's weird.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I use benzodiazepines.
Yeah, but I never wake up then.
Yeah, you just have to take them early enough and not overdose.
Yeah, but I didn't even get home until... I got home at like 1 a.m. and the race like session opened at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. I think.
Yeah, but I know the feeling. I normally can't sleep either.
Yeah. I mean, I was in bed. I was in bed for like 3 hours, but I only slept like an hour.
Yeah, that I was able to sleep, that means I have a lot of faith and trust in you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're you know, you've been pretty chill this race. You know, normally you're a lot more anxious and eager and, you know, stressed. Everyone always says at the end of 24 hours you must be like, ugh, like, oh my god, I can't wait for it to end. And I actually was just thinking, like, Austin and I always say this at the end of a 24-hour race, so like toward the end of a 24-hour race. I was just thinking, I'm like, man, I only get to do one more stint, you know?
Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of felt, oh my god, I need to do two. I really need to.
I think it balances out. I mean, like you said, I did a triple stint in there, so you know, it's only fair you get two as well. I mean, especially it'd be different if you were like consistently like 10 seconds a lap off my pace, and you know, like we're like battling for position for like podium. Then it'd be like, all right, like could I just do an extra stint so we could like win, like please, you know, like then I'd
Yeah,
care,
I know.
you know. But like that's not the case, like you know, so it works out. It works out well.
But I can honestly tell I'm just like, of course I'm intentionally slowing down right now, but like I really can tell that my driving is impaired.
I can tell the car is impaired. Like when I'm driving it, I'm just like, I know there's more pace in it. It actually reminds me of the Nürburgring 24 2 years ago. Not this year, where we got P2 by 9 seconds, but the year prior. I remember for most of the race we had like this slightest amount of damage. Like the car was probably like a half a second off or a second off, but like everyone had far worse damage. But like we had just a little bit to the optionals, and like it was kind of alright, but like it was just like this in a way where it's like it's a beast in the corners, but then on the straights like you just knew, you know. So like I was setting purples on like the third stint on tires. I remember at the time, like 2 years ago, I was setting like purple sectors on like the third stint on those tires on race fuel, because I'm just like flying through corners, and then you're like, yeah, this is gonna be a great lap. Then you get on the straightaway and you just look at the delta bar just disappear, and it's like, ugh! The torture is real. Fuel's looking good.
Yeah, I'm lifting way more than I need to. Just, I don't want to risk anything.
Yeah. We're looking good. I'm just so I got I forget who I said this to, just in one of the comments on the stream. I think it was to Julian. Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, in like a couple months, like not that long, we'll have day-night transitions. I mean, probably by Daytona, right? I mean, that's January, February, right? Like, can you imagine, like, the Pimax 5K Plus with direct drive, load cell pedals, and day-night transitions? Like, that's gonna be cool. See, it sucks because if our whole strategy played out and we didn't get the disconnections and stuff, like we'd probably have passed like 3 cars in the last hour just based on pit strategy.
Right side. Clear.
No, I really like the 24-hour layout. It has a nice flow to it.
I kind of like the arena too. So used to it.
Yeah, I like all of it. I'll take
It's
whatever.
that the arena is such a technical part. It took me forever to learn it. He's in the pits again, but I think it's regular.
Yeah. End of the stint.
I really love Schwedenkreuz flat out. This fast left-hander, I really love it. Like this one coming up right now.
Yeah, that used to kill you until I took away a little bit of rake. Like, that's part of why I have the front tires. Like, after the start of the race, I wanted a little bit less rake because that corner, the rear was getting a little bit light and it could get a little twitchy.
Well, so far, even with the damage and the optionals, the car was safe, but then it was a little bit under theory and you just have to lift corner.
No, I don't think it was too understeery to it. I think it's more like just it's intentionally set up to, you know, kind of want like a lift to like, you know, from 100 to like 80% throttle and then back. Because then it's like super stable, but you know, you just have to slightly work for getting it to turn.
I took it flat out a lot of times, not always.
I've done it
I
flat.
think at least.
I don't really see much of a benefit in doing it flat. It just really works the tires a lot harder right before a braking zone. So it's like if you hold more speed through there, all you have to do is brake harder. As opposed to you hold a little less speed and then you don't have to brake as hard and it's the same lap time. But the tires really don't like it. I mean, they do fine, but like it just makes it so you're not as good under braking.
Yeah, I know it makes the braking so harder and more difficult to hit the apex in the corner and with a good exit. But this is probably the most insane corner.
Coroni corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh boy. I just got a PM and it's in German. I'm scared.
From who?
Jornjwitz? I don't know. The guy who, the team who hit us. Hey! Here, let me try to type it into Google Translate.
No, here's what you do. You just send it to me on the iRacing forum or post it into Discord and I will translate it for you.
No, it's in the iRacing sim right here. It's like a small little sentence, so I can just type it in. I would like to apologize for ramming.
Can you just copy paste what you exactly wrote into Discord? Private message to
And he
me.
says, yeah, I will. He says, no idea what Frank, and it's Google Translate just says has written there, but I'm just gonna respond to
Yeah,
him just to say, you know, like no worries, like, you know, it's alright. But thanks for apologizing.
It was kinda extreme, like, I don't know. Just hold the fucking wheel straight on a... Because this is, like, even when iRacing freezes or, like, stutters a lot, it still registers the input. Oh my god, the car in front, he lags a lot. Jumped like, oh god, it scares me. Oh god, now he disappeared. He's jumping around.
I hate when they lag. I just said it was intense. Thank you for apologizing. Mistakes happen. I mean, honestly, we lost like 15 or 16 minutes from our own like computer issues. You know, like they didn't really cost us anything at all. Like, yeah, it sucked, but like I was about to pit anyway. Well, they did
cost us because we had the extra optionals, and then we had the lap time it cost us.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't cost you as much, but I'm sure I lost at least 1 second per lap because of it.
Yeah.
Oh dear god, it pitted.
No, you're right. We lost a little bit, but I just mean...
I lost... the thing is, the car was still fast, but I lost confidence in the car. When I don't have the confidence, then I have...
I don't disagree. I'm just saying that, like, the next car up is 2 minutes and 44 seconds ahead. You know, they didn't cost us 2 minutes and 44 seconds. That's all I'm saying.
Most likely.
Yeah, so... I'm just... You know, whatever. They apologized, you know, I'm not gonna hold, like, a grudge. I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, fuck you, you know, like, whatever.
I know.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I was ready to, you know, wait for that guy to come around on track and then just send him into the woods, so... Trust me, I get it.
Well, I can't remember seeing something like this in a long time, Like, I was even, like, the moment I saw it, I was already filing the protest. Before I even heard you say anything, I was already, like...
I thought you were asleep, and then I'm just driving, and I'm just, like, saying to myself, I'm like, what a motherfucker! And then I just see the message that you sent me on the top of the screen, filing protest right now, and I'm like, yeah, good.
Listen for a second, just listen. I forgot to mute Discord, and I was...
Oh, so you probably heard me flipping out.
And then I suddenly heard I heard something, and then I saw it, and what the fuck? Then I was instantly filing the protest. And you were so mad you couldn't, like, shut down.
Yeah.
You were like me, basically.
Yeah, I don't get mad, like, often, but... And then I basically get over it, like, right away, you know, but, like, that's one of those things where I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding, you know, I'm just like, what the fuck? Because to me it was, like, I don't know if it's true, you know, but they're saying it was a hardware problem, like his screens or whatever.
Yeah, I kind of believe them.
I can believe it. I mean, we both had issues, you know, like, everyone's been having this kind of issues, so I believe them, but, like, you know, at the same time, it's like, I just took it as, like, neglect, you know, I took it as, like what the fuck, like, watch where you're driving, you know, I was so mad about it, I didn't even consider, like, oh yeah, maybe you just, like, had a computer issue. I was just like, what a dick!
Clear.
Yeah, but the thing is, he must have moved the wheel to the right. Maybe he had a stutter or some kind of freeze, and then he was irritated and not very experienced, and then, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, when my computer started to, like, crash, basically, like, I had, like, a second warning. Like, I was coming to the end of the main straight, so I was, like, braking before, you know, the little chicane just before pit entry. So all I did was just keep braking, and I just, like, held the wheel in the direction it was going, and I just kept braking, and I made sure I felt it in the wheel that the car came to a dead stop, and then it like completely froze, and you know the wheel was making weird force feedback things, and then I had to shut down my computer.
Bad I wasn't around.
Well, the shitty thing is, like, you had left like that lap. it was like a couple minutes earlier.
Well, we just had. This is the thing with the bad luck in this series at the moment. But it's a statistical thing, you know. It can't go on forever.
Yeah. No, this series has it out for me. I think. No,
not only for you, Dennis. Last time, okay, in the last race, I had a little spin, and I kinda touched the wall, but it didn't show up as 0x, and this was not much of a problem. But then Dennis kinda, I don't know, he had some disconnect, or I don't know what it was, but it basically cost us 5 minutes.
Yeah. He just said in English now. He says, still cannot on straight stretch again. Huge sorry. He probably used Google Translate.
Yeah, just tell him like from me, from.
I said all I said was, you know, it was intense. You know, thank you for apologizing. Mistakes happen. You know, and I said this is basically the same thing when the other guy, you know, PM'd me on the forums. So, you know, like we're fine.
God, all this talking makes me so slow.
Yeah, come on. Focus. Got like 2 laps left. Make them count.
All I care is driving. The guys on P6, they are still pushing like insane.
I was like, I appreciate it, thank you again, no worries. And I said, we're both still alive. Like, they're actually doing alright, like, cause remember he had some major issue, I don't know what, but he was like, you know, we thought we were gonna be racing them until the end lap, you know, like for position, and then he just.
Well, it started with him when he spun at the mini carousel and hit the inside wall.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just don't know what happened after. I mean, maybe you could.
I saved the replay.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah.
I saved the replay so we can figure it out tomorrow.
I think it was lap 145. It was just weird because I saw him like getting closer. I was like, if I got everything right that lap, like he only gained by like 2 seconds. I'm like, you know, and it was all on the straight. So I'm like, all right, you know, I was like really starting to focus on the relative box. And then at the beginning of the next lap, I was like, okay, you know, he's got a pit now. You know, because they do 7-lap stints, but it was like he went on. He didn't go into pits. He stayed out for an 8th lap. I was like, are they seriously going to try that? And then it just went from like 22 seconds back to like 30 to like 50 to like 2 minutes, and then it just disappeared on my relative box. But it was like a slow decline. It was almost like he ran out of fuel. Yeah, maybe.
But you know what was so insane? Even with all the damage he had, his exit speed at Haruni corner was still 2k higher than my best exit with no damage.
Them Ferraris. I'm sure like people are gonna complain about the BOP, you know, so they'll sort it out. I think the BOP. I mean, I haven't been racing much lately, so I don't really know why they changed it again. But I know for at least a little while, especially in GT3, actually, I know that the BOP is actually pretty good. So, you know, they're putting more effort into making the BOP pretty equal compared to when it used to just be like, this is just which car sucks this year. Sorry, and it was like once a year, you know. So I feel like they'll change it.
Well, the thing is, some leagues, they make their own BOP with weight adjustments when one car is too OP on one specific track. But they don't have this rule in this league.
Yeah. Yeah, I know DGFX does that. You know, Neo and all them.
The thing is, this weight, adding weight also screws up cars in a way, like they are like sometimes not fun to drive anymore, it's just weird.
Yeah, yeah, you really feel it.
I mean, I don't know, like the fuel economy and the good traction control of the Porsche is the advantage the car has.
I just think it's really, really drivable. Like, my favorite thing about it, other than the fact that it's a Porsche, but I love Ferraris too. Like, but my favorite thing about it is that when you're starting to like kind of overdo it, it just kind of, you know, slides a little bit, or you know, you're like, oh, I'm over driving. But the Ferrari, like, it's a much smaller range.
I know.
It has that like
I still
little
remember
slide.
how I ended up in this wall, like.
Yeah, it was that wall. Yeah.
Like, I was just going faster and faster every lap, and then just.
But that's the problem. Dead. Like, that's just given. I was dead.
That's
that's how it works. That's how it works in the Ferrari, though. That's why, you know, like I feel like it's a less sustainable car. You know, if they were equal pace, I'd rather drive the Porsche because it's more sustainable.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but look at the other Porsches. They all, like, they must have died so many times with all the problems we had.
I know, like. I mean, think about, like, okay, a guy's screen's messed up, so they basically sent us into the wall at 150 miles an hour, which I bounced right off of it. You know, okay, there's the wing. I got, you know, my computer crashed, but I came to a stop first, you know, like I saw it coming, so, like, I basically just stopped. You know, so it didn't hit anything or, you know, whatever. You know, your issue, obviously, just, you know, it's a tow. So like everything that went wrong, still, like only that guy hitting us. Like other than that, like we haven't, knock on wood. I mean the race isn't over yet, but we haven't spun. You know, I mean you did the cool drift into the chicane.
And you had one drift too.
Yeah,
mine was worse. And
mine was cool, but not efficient. But you did. I don't know how the hell you got away with it, because to me it looked like a hard hit. But you did do the Mario Kart, you know, bounce off of the wall onto the main straight.
Look, I'll tell you how I got away. I did not brake because I know when I brake, I will either understeer or lose the rear. Or just not make it at all, most likely understeer directly into the wall, and the only thing I can do is keep it on a little bit of throttle and steer very carefully to the right.
So exactly where you did that and exactly how you handled it, that's exactly how I got that little bit of damage I told you that I had in the Cup car in the 24 Nürburgring 2 years ago. That's exactly what I did at like hour 13. And I don't even think it registered as a contact, or maybe a little bit. So it was actually slightly worse than that. But like, yeah, you see it coming and you just kind of like, you know, brace, you know, just like line up the wheel, you know, okay.
It's a complicated entry. Like if you miss the entry, then you can understeer if you're like a tiny bit too fast. Yeah. And the thing is, like, this kind of thing happened to me lots of times, and I ended up in the wall a lot, so at some point you just kind of know what to do.
Yeah, not exactly. It's, I mean, obviously same thing could happen, you know, Corona Corner, the one you just went through. Well, it's one of those corners, like onto the main straight. It's one of those corners, like when I go into that, like in a cup car or in this, like on the entry, and like I fly through it and I come out of it, and I just think like, that was fast, like it's one of those like, God, you look at the replay in slow-mo and like your tire, and when you get it right and you can do the same line over and over again the entire race, you're like 2 millimeters from the grass. You know what I mean? And you touch that grass, you're dead. But
I know.
but you can fly into it with so much confidence and like just place the car. It's crazy.
Yeah, but somehow I have no confidence. That's the thing right now. Like I had it practice and earlier in the race.
You're tired.
Yeah, I'm really like, I don't know, with all the bad things that happened, I really, really want to finish.
I don't have any confidence in like the computer or like iRacing or someone else. Like I'm like, okay, anything could go wrong. But as far as like my driving is concerned, when I've been driving for this long, like the same thing, to me it's just like rinse repeat, I just get more and more consistent. So. Unless I'm a little bit stupid. Like sometimes if I make like a weird mistake, it's usually me like passing the time of driving for hours and hours by trying to find more time. Just like experimenting, like what if I do this here? What if I do this here? Like each lap, like trying tiny little things to find additional pace. Like that's when it'll be like, oh, okay, that was a little awkward, but that's totally different than when I'm just like driving. It's like, okay, I'm on race pace, I'm gonna be consistent, I'm just gonna do what I know what to do, and like that's it. I tend to only make mistakes when I'm like either making an aggressive pass or I was like looking for speed,
Here again, I missed the turning point, but I was not fast, so nothing happened.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you can just look at the replay. I missed the turning point completely.
Yeah, but it worked. That's actually the weird thing about GTE, though. It's like, you can miss the apex sometimes, and like it doesn't matter, because it has enough.
Oh well, I had to do a big lift, otherwise I would have just gone in the wall.
Dead. All right, one more lap, make it clean.
Oh God, look how much fuel I have left.
You got plenty. Yeah.
Well, I took it super easy and I just want to finish, and maybe I can ask for a favor that you you don't need to take it like crazy easy like I did, but maybe a little bit, maybe.
I won't be going for 753s, okay? I'll leave it at that. But honestly, the problem is, if you take it too easy, around here, that's when you crash.
I know.
Like I have to follow my reference points for like how I drive this track, or then you just kind of find yourself in the like.
I know it is true. I know it is true.
So like, if I take it easy, I'll die. That's like the kind of what it comes down to. Like, I kind of can't take it easy. Like I'll take it sort of easy, but not too easy. Otherwise, I'll die.
I know.
I just rely on the muscle memory.
I'm not asking you to do the same thing I'm doing right now.
That was just funny the way you asked. Just a little easy. Like, maybe not 753s. I was thinking, let's put new tires on. We'll pit twice because we got the gap. And let's just, like, run, like, qualifying lap, like, just before the end of the race so we can set the fastest time in the session. But you know what's interesting? And assert our dominance.
Please be quiet for a second.
You be quiet for a second. Sorry, I'm done.
I thought this lap was really bad, but it was still a 801. Thought it was like a 805.
See that? You're fucking around and you're still basically on the pace.
I'm really off pace. Like if I would go for it, I think 758 high is possible for me.
What do you think I'll do in my final stint?
I don't know, I don't know. Well, you can drive with less fuel from the start. So this will help.
Not really. I mean, there's one lap less of fuel, but I'm gonna
Well,
add.
it's a big difference in GT3. It makes basically almost, yeah, or it's 1 second per lap. It's a big difference.
Oh, not from 3 gallons. But also, I won't do that because
it's a big difference.
I don't want to run out of fuel at the end. You know, like I'm just gonna top it off. Like whatever, I'll have an extra lap of fuel. I don't care.
See, this time I missed the turning point and I had to lift.
See, all your fault.
Yeah, I was a tiny bit too late and not aggressive enough.
Just don't crash. All right, I'm gonna let you focus. Your final lap of the 24-hour race.
It's okay now.
Don't fuck it up.
Oh, and you know we have to make a picture of the fast repair thing.
Yep. Can't you take that?
Well, they say it has to be from the cockpit, but when I'm in replay mode it shows the thing too, but I don't know, like, they have the rules and they are German, so I really don't know. Most likely they would accept when I do it, and I always make one too, just in case, but you have to do it too.
Alright. I'll do it after I do burnouts.
No, just do it before. You have to stay in the car anyway.
No, because then I have to alt-tab to like open up Geyser to take a screenshot. And I don't want to alt-tab when I'm going to do donuts. Or do you say maybe final lap? No, because then they'd probably use it faster. I was thinking like just don't even brake, just go down the pit straight, cross the start-finish line, and just go straight off in turn 1. Just send it to space.
Just use the snipping tool, like it takes me...
Yeah, I know, but like I still have to alt-tab.
Yeah, I know, but what's the problem with doing that?
Because I have 3 screens, and like alt-tabbing takes like 4 seconds, and then you gotta like wait for all the screens to go blank, and then you want to do donuts after, then you gotta full screen it again so that it doesn't get like 3 frames per second.
Okay, now here we go.
This takes like 8 seconds, Christian.
Next to my attack in Caroni corner. Next
No.
attack. Here we go.
No.
Next attack.
You're gonna fucking
Next
die.
attack. Here we go.
Wow, that was. Whew. That was
What?
That was max attack, huh?
Yeah, I know. Told you. You really thought I will do it?
Hey, you're German. You'll do anything.
I really thought I'll do it.
I wouldn't put it past you.
I just wanted to find out if you care about the race.
Of course I care about the race. But also what I could do is come to a dead stop at the start-finish line and cross
please,
it while
please,
doing a rolling burnout. What do you think, huh?
No, it's
Why?
too easy to get qualified when you move back.
No, I'm not like roll back. I just mean like you come to a stop right before the start-finish line. And then you just, like,
they're
floor it.
I'm sure they have some weird rules. Like,
Oh
trust
yeah,
me,
that's right. They're German. Like, you know, there is a minimum speed limit on the pit straight. Und ich bin Frauhausenbrot. Whatever you people say. Hey, I like Germans. I'm just saying. You guys have some weird shit. You have like,
for example?
we have like 30-syllable long words that mean
like
one thing. Like, oh, that means, you know, a guy at a bar who's leaning against the wall. It's like, front flank left, which clap left, listen. Oh, of course.
Dampfschifffahrtskapitän Mütze. Whoa, this distracted me.
Yeah, see?
You saw that?
I did.
This was...
Alright,
Actually,
how about you don't like fuck up the rest of the lap, huh? And then you tell me what that big word means. Wait until the straight.
I can't even. I don't know even the word. But this was honestly pretty dangerous.
But yeah, anyway, the fact that you immediately knew something to say means you know what I'm talking about. Germans have some
Yeah, what I
crazy
wanted to
shit.
say is like just listen. You can make words basically unlimited long. That's just the way the grammar works.
Oh yeah, you can do that in English too. George Bush used to do it all the time. We must inventificate. You know, icade or lify or all these weird. What are you saying? Alright, box. Gimme. Gimme my new toy. Look at these people just hanging out in the pits. What are they doing?
Okay, I took out some fuel, but it's like more.
Oh my
more than
god,
enough.
you're fucking terrible. No, I'm topping it off, and that's just. What we gotta save we gotta save 2 seconds in pits because there's a guy 3 minutes behind us. Just top it off. We have this whole pit strategy so that like, you know, if there's an extra lap,
seconds.
we're not fucked.
Yeah, go drive.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna drive it into the wall. It's gonna be fun.
Please don't.
Nah, I don't want to do that. 46 minutes remaining. I'm gonna get all the optionals.
Then maybe you're thinking, damn, why did we gain so much time to P5? Maybe they have like really bad damage. God.
You just like hang out in the pits for a little bit just to tease them. They'll be like, yeah, there's a chance. Just like go out in a minute.
No, please don't.
No, I won't do that. Because with my luck, that cost us the position. Alright, come on.
What's going on?
I was getting the optionals. Alright.
Okay, good luck. Oh my god, you checked fast there.
No, remember my INI files being dumb?
If you didn't use it, but it was checked, you would have ended the pit the next time.
I always uncheck it on my outlap. I just pulled out of pits 2 seconds ago. It doesn't check it until I get out of the pit lane.
Yeah, but why did it get checked? What? Maybe it's my iRacing, I don't know, I'm not saying it's yours. But why did it get checked?
I don't fucking know. Because it's iRacing. Hey, I'll settle for that as a bug, as opposed to the crashes they always have. You know, the biggest bug in iRacing where like fast repair sometimes checks itself, like I'd be thrilled.
Okay, listen, I'm going back on push to talk. That sounds great.
Sounds good.
I'm back in case you said something.
About 5 lakhs of fuel. Clear on the right.
Final lap coming up.
Scary.
Yeah, in the chat of the German stream, somebody says that without fast repair, nobody would drive anymore.
Wrong.
I know.
Wrongo. Team Slow GTE, no fast repair.
Picture the screenshot.
Want me to pull over and take it right now and then finish the race?
No,
Oh.
you know, the flag, the checkered flag needs to be visible.
almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end.
Oh, I finally missed the mini carousel.
I saw it.
I'm fired. There should be one more lap. So there's probably going to be one more lap, right?
Oh, it's over. No.
Oh, right. 'Cause, yeah. I always forget what it does when you're not on the lead lap. You know, like I'm like I never got a white flag, but then it just like changes to like last lap. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, white flag. One more lap.
Wow.
That's why I put fuel in.
Yeah, but even without, I was calculating for one lap extra, so you still have, after you done with this lap, you still could do another.
Yeah.
Interesting, so, kinda irritating because the leader already passed. Weird.
Yeah, no, that's how I thought it was.
Interesting on the stream, maybe some GT3 teams don't have enough fuel and still have to hit. At least one team already had to hit once more. One more race. I don't know, it has something to do with the calculations in iRacing. Okay, well done.
Let's check a flag. Great job, driver.
P2 is 13 minutes ahead, so oh my god, we would have gotten P2 so easy. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, P2 would have was 13 minutes ahead. We would have gotten P2 so easy. Fucked ourselves so hard. Wanna take the picture for me?
Yeah, just alt tabbed to open it up.
Yeah, from cockpit mode and just post it into Discord. "27 incidents."
You know, like for
What?
half the race, we got like 2.
There's this one 4X which totally is not our fault.
There, how's
And
that?
then there's this 2X where this one guy like was not your fault either. Yeah.
Hey, my engine finally blew up. How's that screenshot? Is that good? Is that screenshot good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, good.
Yes.
Perfect. I can exit the car. Yeah. Can I?
Oh, it's really, yeah, I'm gonna have to edit it because it's too big, but it's no problem.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, we just fucked ourselves. I don't like. It was fun, yes.
Well, good.
Just I don't know what's just
I know.
wrong with us. It's just I don't know.
It's just shit luck in this series. Frank is now PMing me to apologize. B. Mer Hat D. Bildschirm Askets. I don't know what that means. It's probably German for sorry, I'm a meanie head and I hate you.